My children are my greatest treasure. Nothing in this world matters more to me than their happiness and safety. The 6 princes were brave, clever, and full of laughter. Their sister Alara was the quietest.
Alara had a rare gift. She could sit in perfect silence for hours, her nimble fingers always busy.
Many who met Alara mistook her quietness for shyness, but those who knew her well understood that.
Children, I have made a difficult decision. I have agreed to marry again. A new queen will arrive at our castle within the fortnight.
Morgalind, the new queen, was beautiful in the way that winter storms are beautiful, striking, cold, and deeply dangerous.
Deep in the enchanted forest that night, Morgalind performed a dark and ancient ritual that would change the princes' lives forever.
Before the sun had fully risen, the wicked queen placed her cursed shirts upon each sleeping prince Fing and waited.
The moment each prince put on his shirt and the morning light touched it, the curse erupted, and 6 young...
Alara had watched it all from her window. She did not scream, she did not shout. She simply stood.
My sons! Where have they gone? Guards, search every corner of this kingdom. Bring my sons back to me!
That night, Alara made a silent vow. She would find her brothers, whatever it cost her.
She walked north through the forest for 3 days and 3 nights without stopping, eating only wild berries and drinking from clear streams.
On the 3rd morning, Alara found a small cottage deep in the forest, a place so old that...
Child, I have been waiting for you. Your brothers live in this forest. Every evening at sunset they return brief. You must weave and sew 6 shirts from these stinging nettles with your own bare hands. You must never speak a single word.
Not one word. For 6 entire years. Alara looked down at the bundle of stinging nettles.
As the sun fully set, the enchantment briefly lifted, and 6 young men stood where the swans had been.
Alara! You found us! We thought we would never see you again! Sister, you must not stay. The stepmother will know you came here. You are not safe near us while the curse holds. Please,
Save yourself.
That very night, Alara began. Her hands burned and blistered from the first moment she touched the nettle.
Alara made the hollow of an old oak tree her home. Each day she gathered nettles, prepared the fiber. Day after day, hour after hour, her fingers twisted and pulled and wove. The forest creatures seemed to understand her mission. They gathered close and watched over her in... She worked through the nights when her brothers could not visit, guided only by fireflies, and she never...
One autumn morning, a young king named Rowan came hunting in the ancient forest with his retinue.
Hearing the hounds getting close, Alara had quickly climbed the tallest oak she could find and continued her work high in the...
who is there? Who sits so high in this tree alone?
She looked down at the young King Nari and said nothing, not one word. She shook her head slowly and turned back to her sewing.
Please, do not be afraid. I mean you no harm. Are you lost in this forest? You look as though you have been here...
Alara climbed down slowly, not speak.
You cannot speak, can you?
That's all right. You do not need to.
I only want to ask, Sing, will you come with me to my castle?
Elara looked into the young king's eyes for a long moment. She saw no cruelty there. She saw no guile. She rode behind the young king out of the forest she had called home for 3 months, and she carried her unfinished nettle shirts with her.
King Rowan's castle was bright and warm and full of life. Nothing like the cold and scheming place Elara had grown up in.
Bless you. The king gave her the finest room in the castle. He asked only that she be comfortable, never that she I know you cannot tell me your story. So tonight I will simply tell you mine instead, and maybe one day, when you are...
And for the first time in many months, Elara felt something she had forgotten. The quiet warmth of...
Within the year, King Rowan asked Elara to be his queen. She could not say yes.
With this crown, I thee invest.
The court was hushed and respectful. Some whispered that the...
Even as queen, Elara never once stopped her work. Every free moment her hands were weak.
King Rowan's mother, Countess Vera, had never approved of the silent girl her son had brought home from the forest. She will not speak a single word to anyone. She sews those strange grey rags day and night.
Elara knew she was being watched. She knew tongues were turning against her. But she had made a vow.
Seasons passed. Elara carried a child, and even in the cold quiet of winter she kept...
In the depth of winter, Elara's first child was born, a son, small and perfect, with
But that same night, while Elara and Rowan slept, Countess Vera crept into the room frail and took the child.
My son, the baby is gone.
I saw the Queen carrying the child from the room.
That is impossible. Elara would never.
I cannot believe it.
Elara could not speak a single word to defend herself. She could only look at the man she loved with tears.
He loved her. He believed in her. But the court was turning against her, and his mother was relentless, say.
A year passed. A second child came, a daughter this time, and was taken in the same way as the first.
Elara, the court demands answers. My mother demands answers. I have protected you as long as I can. I need you to...
She looked at him. She loved him with everything she had. She had 1 year left.
When the court reached its verdict, King Rowan could no longer shield her. Elara was...
Even in the prison tower, Elara worked. The 6th shirt was not yet finished, and she had only On the evening before the sentence was to be carried out, Elara heard the beating.
Sister, we know what is happening. We know what they have accused you of.
We have been watching over years.
Elara, you have to hold on. You have one more night. Just one. The last shirt. Just finish the last shirt and we will all be free.
And then the night took them. Through the night she worked. By moonlight alone. Faster than she had ever worked.
Midnight came and went. The last sleeve was still not finished. The art of needlework...
She did not stop to rest. She did not weep. She simply kept going, stitch by stitch. The dawn came. The last sleeve was nearly complete. Nearly, hey, but not yet.
In the courtyard below, the preparations were made. The court had spoken. The sentence was to be carried out at sunrise.
Elara walked out of the tower into the cold morning gazing, and she was still sewing. The crowd was silent as she crossed the courtyard. Not one of them had ever seen anything like it. She kept her eyes on the shirt. She did not look at the platform. She did not look at the crowd. She kept her eyes on the last stitch.
And then... the sky broke open with wings.
She looked up, saw her brothers. and made the last stitch.
The magic of 6 years of silent sacrifice met the darkness of the old curse, and the darkness broke.
We're free! We're free! 6 years, Elara, you did it!
The enchantment was broken, and now, for the first time in 6 years, Elara was free to speak.
I can speak! Elara! Elara!
I am so sorry.
Tell me everything. Tell me everything from the beginning.
Countess Vera stood very still. For the first time in her life, she had nothing to say.
The children had been hidden by the Countess in a nearby village, safe, unharmed, and confused why I want you all to know my story, all of it, from the beginning. Because silence protected those I love. I did not speak for 6 years. Not because I had nothing to say, but because silence was a gift I could give my brothers. Does it trouble you? That one sleeve was not finished? I am sorry.
The celebration lasted 3 days and 3 nights. Music had not been heard in those castle walls in a very long time.
After a month, the brothers set out for home to reclaim their kingdom from the wicked stepmother who had fled into hiding.
We will send word as soon as the kingdom is ours again.
I will hold you to that. Every single one.
Within the month, a message came. The 6 princes had returned to their kingdom. The wicked
The eldest brother took his rightful throne. The kingdom that had been grey and fearful under the witch's shadow.
Life in King Rowan's castle settled into something Elara had never truly had before.
Peace. Elara became a storyteller of extraordinary gifts, as those who have been long silenced often do, filling Her hands still sewed, but now for joy, not for salvation. She made 6 white swans in silk and gold.
It became the most beloved work of art in the castle. Visitors came from across the kingdom to see it.
Every autumn, the brothers came to visit, and the youngest always arrived first. His white wing like a...
The dinner table was almost unbearably noisy, and Elara, who had sat in silence for 6 years, loved every single sound of it. The youngest brother became in time the most remarkable knight the kingdom had ever known.
Elara had learned something extraordinary about silence, that there are many kinds.
Every new moon, the queen held a storytelling night in the courtyard for the children of the castle and the village alike. And as Elara told her story, something remarkable happened every time. The children's eyes... And every night, after the storytelling was done, Elara came to tuck in her own children last, and told them... So you see, sometimes the bravest thing a person can do is stay quiet. The child's eyes closed. The last thing they heard as sleep took them. Rowan was always there in the corridor, waiting.
No words needed. Some things are perfectly said in silence. Some evenings they sat in silence together, but it was a silence she had chosen, and that made all the difference.
And the 6 white swans returned to the forest sometimes, not because they had to, but because... And so ends the story of Elara, the sister who could not speak.